go live. What's the matter today? Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Two persons are on. Oh, but they're not saying anything. Two shy people. Something I'm giving up on you. Sophia. Hi, Sophia.
Hi, Jenny's.
Hi, Jenny's.
Happy Sunday.
I was just about to say something I'm giving up on you.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Debbie. Jennifer is on. Jennifer Jackson. Only ladies, where are the men? Sleeping, as usual. And today is Sunday, and you know them on the road, though.
Sunday?
Them man, they can't stay the most, man. Them have to drive up and down, let them lose them shadow.
But doing what?
What do men do? Hang out at bars,
I guess.
hang out and play music, play domino, chat to themselves.
Hi, Zoe. Hi, Sham Spence. Hi, Joy. Hi, Arik.
What's the name of the person who wanted us to see if 500,000 could be left?
Oh, I don't remember. But maybe it was Amanda, so maybe he'll come on in a bit.
Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm Claudia.
And I'm Tony.
And we only seem to have ladies here. The ladies want to get ahead more than the men. Ladies usually they're at home on a Sunday.
No, see, man, there's Jason Nelson just logged
Jason
in.
Nelson, you're the first man to log on. Jason,
welcome.
Welcome. Usually the women are at home cooking them Sunday dinner. And some cleaning, some cooking, all kind of things.
I miss that though, like the big Sunday spread. Remember when I was younger, we used to have like macaroni and cheese, baked chicken.
Yes, Tony. Those were the good old days. Don't last forever. You remember that?
You were the one cooking it?
Yeah. Lady, who is this? Jennifer. Jennifer says, I so love me some Claudia and Tony.
Yes.
Thanks. Sunday is a time usually in Jamaica when we do all of the things of family. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Family church, family dinner, family outing. Some people go beach today, and all these things. Yeah, we actually worked today. We did a showing this morning. Tony, we need to go some beach on a Sunday, man.
To think I was up at 5 a.m. this morning?
Yeah, where are you scheduling me for for work on a Sunday?
But beach on a Sunday, where would we go?
You know, Bulipa Beach. All the beaches are open. All right, Tudy and Law says, happy Sunday, ladies. What is your opinion on fixed versus variable rates? I'm applying for a mortgage here in Jamaica, and the bank is offering 6.95 variable and 8.5 fixed. We answered this question the other day, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. What does variable mean?
There is a clause to the variable and the fixed. Remember? What's the cost to you whether you go with variable or fixed? We answered that question last week, I think it was, or the week before. You need to give us some more info. In other words, if you go with 6.95 variable, how much it costs you? And if you go with 8.5 fixed, what's the cost to you?
Oh, variable meaning what?
Meaning them can change the rate.
At any time or on a schedule?
Mm-hmm. I didn't know the banks offered variable. I thought they offered fixed. Good day, ladies and viewers. I didn't know they offered fixed. I thought they offered variable. I don't know of them offering.
But would
fixed mortgage? I never heard that.
But 8.5 fixed for what, 40 years?
No, I've never heard
versus
that.
Versus 6.95 variable for 40 years.
You need to read back again. I think the 6.95 is if you pay a certain amount of money. We answered the question week before last month.
I recall.
And the 8 point something is if you pay a certain amount of money. Go back and read the fine print.
Or tell us some more about what they offered you.
Right. Good evening, ladies. Early for class. Yes, Stefan or Stephen?
That's Stephen.
Stephen.
Stefan would be an F, I think.
Oh. Yes, Stephen. We're wondering where were the men? You're the second one so far. The ladies are early. You look youngies. Yes, Jennifer says, my Claudia, you look young.
I know.
Yes, and I'm a horse here. My wicked ponytail, man, telling the people. I used to wear these wigs when I was younger, and then I'd stopped wearing them. But I get back to them now. I was doing a survey the other day, a poll, just driving and looking at women. I would say at least 90% of women in Jamaica wear some kind of hairpiece or wig.
True.
Whether it be braids, extension, or wig, or tracks, or something. At least 90% it looks like wearing it now. Love the knowledge you beautiful ladies provide. Thank you, Jason. So today we're actually looking at, what's your motto for the day? What's your quote of the week?
I can share the screen.
All right, Honey from Canada. And I see Lemmy Beckford. The available rate can change if the what? If the financial minister. Blessings to you, ladies. Blessings, Claudia's. Finance minister changes it. Yeah, the variable rate. But I don't know if the banks are offering a fixed rate. Read the fine print and let me know through it. Waiting. Because I know I answered a question like that week before last. And it didn't have anything to do with it. It had something to do with it didn't have anything to do with fixed rate.
Or variable.
It's just that they were offering you this rate or that rate. If you want one rate, you're going to pay that amount of money up front. And if you want the other rate, you pay that amount of money up front. But I don't know if the bank's offering you a fixed rate. What you get. All right, here's a quote of the week. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Tony, what does that mean?
I think it has, for example, when you set out to achieve your goal, there's certain steps you follow, routines to try and achieve it, right? And I think if you're, for example, you're achieving the goal of home ownership, right? What you get at the end of achieving your goal is a property, a house, right? To put yourself in, right? But what you achieve or what you become by reaching that goal of home ownership, not only are a property owner, you're creating generational wealth for your family for the next generation. You're putting your family in a different bracket for the future in terms of home ownership. And there's a vast difference in a renter than a homeowner. And I think by going through that journey of reaching that goal of home ownership, it really changes who you are, how you look at investing, how you look at future generational wealth for your family, and how you want to maintain. And even like when people say, oh, I bought my first house, they're always thinking, how can I get my second and my third? It puts you in like a completely different mindset. And I think that's important.
So it's not achieving the goal that's important, is what you become by achieving the goal.
Yeah.
I think you said it quite eloquently. I don't think I can add anything else to that, really.
But even look at your situation, Mom. When you bought your first home in Fairview Park, I think it really changed you.
Yeah, it did. It actually did. And
I think for the
I was one of the youngest persons who knew. Everybody else was old. That's around me. They were older.
Especially on our road.
Yeah, on our road, they were older. I mean, older people died in their 40s and 50s and so on. So yes, it really changed me, and it really put me into a zone with older people now too. You know, instead of my little friend them who young like me, it put me in a zone with older than a person. So it gave me a different perspective. Yeah, a whole new world opens up to you. So yes, it does. It does. It's what you become really. And having bought that first house, my goal after that was to buy the second and the third.
Not only that, after we bought that first house, like the constant struggle, was to keep it, or to even have shelter.
Yeah,
different.
It's different. So in other words, it's different when I'm landlord knocking at your door for the rent, as opposed to a mortgage officer knocking at your door for the rent. It's a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, remember that you're now a landholder, right? There's a difference. You're not a squatter. You're not. You're not a tenant. You're not catching. You know, own it. Your ownership, right? And back in the day, guys, remember that the persons who had any kind of say in anything, whether it be government or whatever, had to be a landholder. You had to be a landholder. All right, what's the other quote? And these are from Zig Ziglar, all of them.
Yeah.
So Zig Ziglar, actually, Zig Ziglar is the man who taught me how to sell anything. Literally changed my life when I discovered Zig Ziglar.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to his videos when I'm walking in the mornings. I get up, walk up the hill, come back down, and be listening to him. I listen to him in my car, listen to him all over. Zig Ziglar. I don't know those of you who know Zig Ziglar. I think he has now passed. God rest his soul. But he left us a wealth. I mean, you can't talk about the wealth of knowledge this man leave. Those of you in sales, and he also showed me that everybody is in sales.
Yeah.
Everybody is a salesman, down to the janitor where I sweep the floor is a salesperson. I was in the supermarket the other day and I had to ask the person who was wiping the floor where something was.
Mm-hmm.
And that young man could tell me, go down to aisle 2, look down at the bottom or whatever. He could tell me where it was. Every person. Is that yet today we were in the supermarket. I was in Hilo. So Hilo, this is Hilo Ligani.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the man out on his Hilo target. And I was asking him, I said, where's the coconut milk that is in the freezer? The one that is there, come from coconut board, that one I want.
Mm-hmm.
He said he didn't know. Yet he had on his high-low shirt.
Not as versed.
Yeah, yet the man who is sweeping, wiping the floor, the young man who was wiping the floor could have pointed me to exactly where
but I think,
a product was.
I think you're in 2 different supermarkets, and I think that made a difference.
No, I'm not. I was in the same high-low when that happened.
Oh, the same high-low?
The same high-low when that happened.
Wow.
This janitor young man who was wiping the floors a couple months ago, and this one with the high-low shirt was today. He couldn't tell me where the product was. I was like, oh, really? You don't work here, obviously.
But that product was kind of hard to find, though. It was like in the end of the fridge on the bottom row.
On the bottom row.
Yes.
I guess.
Or maybe maybe instructions weren't clear. Maybe he wasn't sure what you were talking about. That could have been it.
But if I was a rep on the ground at that time, I would have literally walked into every fridge with the customer and looked for it. I would have called another rep and asked them. He just said no, he doesn't know where it was. And that was it. You have to understand that everybody is a sales rep, right? So you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So what's your take on this one?
I think
Zig Ziglar.
I think when it comes to achieving your goals, you have to take that first step to get to the end, right? And for example, Usain Bolt, I'm sure when he started training for track and field on that very first day, right? He had to start for him to be the fastest man alive.
Yeah.
Right? He had to start at some point. And he had to continue. Yeah.
If he didn't start, wouldn't have all them gold medals.
Nobody would know who he was. Yeah.
Right. So you had to start. You cannot climb the ladder of success dressed in the costume of failure. Zig Ziglar, you said that. Yeah, you cannot climb the ladder of success dressed in the costume of failure. What does that one mean? What's that? What he's saying? What is he saying to us?
I'm not sure. You cannot climb the ladder.
You're not sure?
Success dressed in the costume of failure. So he's saying that if you have the attitude of thinking and doubting yourself that you're going to fail, that there's no way you're going to be successful because you already think that you're a failure.
Right. And he said the costume of failure. The costume is a fake thing. Now, you may think, oh, hell, I'm going to fail at this so badly. But somebody else out there thinks you're not going to fail at it. But because you have dressed yourself in the costume of failure, you certainly will fail. You understand? There's a saying that says you're twice defeated. If you believe that you're defeated, you're twice defeated. Something like that. Somebody can tell me the quote. But so these are the quotes of the week by Zig Ziglar. Um, and since this is a quote of the week, by now you should have picked up what our topic is today. What is our topic today? Our topic is goals, actually. Yeah, goals, everybody. All right, so it's getting down to December. I should tell you that I won't be on YouTube Live in December. I'm actually taking a break from YouTube Live to go off and do some other things, like write a book, write a course, a credit course that I need to write. So I will be off in December to write the books, but you can still send us your properties to sell and so on. We are still doing that, right? So Zig Ziglar, I wanted to listen to him. Listen to this man. So the book, your book for the week is from Zig Ziglar. And that book is goals. He wrote a book, an entire book on goals. Now it's coming on to December. Some of you now are thinking, hell, what did I achieve this year? And you go like this and you start to think.
Wasted 12 months.
Did you achieve anything? Apart from get up every day, go to work?
That's not an achievement.
You said that is a chore.
Sure.
A chore. Yeah.
No, the achievement is when you can have income and not have to get up and go to work every day.
That's the achievement. So what did you achieve this year? There are some goals that persons will set, like you may say, okay, I want to get married this year. Or I want to, like me, I want a Mercedes Benz, a GLE, whatever, 250 Mercedes Benz. Another goal maybe for you is that you want to buy your first property, or you want to buy a 10th property,
or lose weight.
Or
That's
you
a
want
big goal.
You want to lose weight. That's a big goal. That one is like, it's very simple, but the hardest goal me want to achieve.
I had that goal this year, and I actually gained weight.
You gain weight because you never have no plan. As big
No, that's the thing. I had plans up to summer, and then after summer, it just went downhill.
All right. So we're going to discuss basically a synopsis of what Zig Ziglar says, some steps that he says you have to do in order to achieve your goal. And maybe if you follow Zig Ziglar's steps,
maybe
you'll achieve the goal. I have a question. What's the question?
C.A. Levy, good afternoon, ladies. Are you aware of the Howard Acres housing development in Goshen, Santa Cruz? Is that a good area for development of similar such scheme?
I have passed that development lots of times.
We haven't.
Haven't stopped.
Haven't stopped.
I've passed it going to, where are we going?
We're usually heading. We're heading to Lacovia.
And we're going to Middle Quarters and those places, Luana and those places.
It's on the main.
It's on the main. It should be okay. I don't know the price. So I can't tell you the price. I don't even know what is in there, but it looked like some 2 bedrooms based on the shape of the house that I'm looking at. I don't know if they've started selling it either. That I don't know. Is it a good area for development of similar schemes? Well, depends on your price point. Everything depends on your price point. Because we have one selling just down the road called
Genesis
Manor. Those are 3 bedrooms for 20, is it 8 million?
They're 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom for 27 million.
They're not 3 bedrooms? Oh, they're 2 bedrooms for 27 million. Okay, 27 million. I'm not so sure what Howard Acres is coming in at. But everything is dependent on location, everybody. Location. The location and your price must match up, right? Persons seem to live all over. We sold out. Pembroke Estate is now sold out. Actually, I'm reselling. Persons are still buying Pembroke Estates. We have one selling now, actually. So, is it a good area for development of similar such schemes? Persons need place to live. What's close to it? Santa Cruz.
How far is
the persons who work in Santa Cruz would probably buy Howard Acres.
Oh, so it would probably need to be closer to the NHG price point.
I don't know what price point I'm coming in. Persons who live at maybe Spur Tree, work in Spur Tree too, will probably buy a 100 acres.
Would you live in Santa Cruz area and work Mandeville? Or
Yeah.
that's too far out?
Just one taxi, of course.
Okay.
Just one taxi. All right. What's the other question? Safi, you have a question.
Safi wants to know, Miss D, what is the difference between casting and block and steel? Oh, I've heard casting isn't as good. So far, Lakeside appears to be solid made, good value for money. You agree?
Yes, I agree, Safi. Are you buying one, Safi? As we're actually selling those as well. If you go on our website, claudiadavisja.com, you'll see the specs on it. Tony, you can probably bring it up since you mentioned it. It's Lakeside View. Yes, solid block and steel. Rooms are good size. You have two versions. So you have 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and you have 3 beds, 2 bathrooms. You're on a 1/4 acre of land. So yes, I've actually sold. I have clients in the scheme. From I saw them, I thought they were really nice homes. You know,
They are.
solid block and steel. Well, I'm used to block and steel construction. Go down in the ground and would cast and would come up. I'm used to that kind of construction. Casting, where them put up the 2 plyboard and then pour the concrete in between.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not used to that. Have I ever owned a home where that? Yeah, I think the one that
Fairview
Park. That's what it was.
But that house was strong. You could even put a nail in the wall.
You can't have a nail. Tough, man.
Like we never had photos or anything up because it just makes it impossible.
It's like impossible to nail anything. Can you bring up the site?
I'm coming.
All right, let me take another question while I do that. Truly says, okay, I haven't received the documents as yet. I queried the difference because both rates were advertised by the bank and they said one is fixed and one is variable. We'll come back when I have more. All right. So Sophia says, your mindset matters. Having a can-do mindset will help you win, right? Stephen says, some people pray for success, but have failure in their mind. That's so true. They don't think they can do it, right? They hope. They do it on a hope. Please, Miss Davis, don't leave us. We need people like you and Tony to help us through these difficult times ahead. We're going to get even harder. Shuggy, it's not going to get any harder.
Difficult times ahead.
You don't know that. You're born in a hard time, don't you, Shuggy? Shuggy, you're born in hard times. So by now, you should be a veteran with hard time. Who you're born in a good time? Somebody raise a man and tell me. Tell me if you're born in a good time.
Maybe Xander.
Tell me if maybe Xander. The 3rd, the 4th generation. But 1st, 2nd, and 3rd generation can't talk about them, especially if you're black in Jamaica. I mean, if you reach like we're at, I would say my father and mother were the 1st generation, and me 2nd, my daughter's 3rd, Xander 4th.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have gone to 4th generation like us, as Tony says, maybe Xander now, him born in a good times. Him born when shoes and socks, a judge shoes and socks.
And grandma going drive.
I'm gonna drive Benz. And he's not going to walk to school. I mean, him born in a good times, as them would have said. But I guess the rest of us. Tony and Rachel could have probably said them born. Well, no, Tony and you had to take the bus, right? We took the bus together. When Rachel came out, a little VW bus. But a little old VW bus, I jump up and down and I mash broke down every minute.
But we still live in Spanish towns. We have to get up well
early. Yeah, we live in Spanish towns. So now the generation that never born a good time. The 4th generation, if you listen to me now and you're a 4th generation child in Jamaica, I would say you should be born in good time.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't born in good time, your parents did something wrong. No, your grandparents did something wrong. Your parents did something wrong. No, your great-grandparents did something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Your grandparent did something wrong, because I am Xander's grandparent. Your mother and father did something wrong. So something is wrong, right? You have to try and break that cycle down. So if them never, and sometimes to what happens, so your great grandfather, so Rachel Xander's great grandfather may have had a start. He buy some land, market maybe cow pasture, right? He bought some land. But then the generation behind that, which would have been me, run leave it. I never paid them back. Right. Squatters take it over. So just poor Xander come now, nothing of that, right? So Sugi, Sugi, please, Miss Claudia, don't leave us. We need people like to tell through these difficult times. What generation are you, Sugi? Should not be difficult times. Difficult times, I would say, you see, right now is the best time of your life. Right now, this minute. Yesterday gone already, you can't do nothing about it. It's gone. Never to return. Tomorrow, hell, we don't know what's happening. Look at Travis Scott on the stage. When he got up that morning, I'm sure he was having the best time of his life.
Yeah.
And by nightfall, it was a nightmare for him and other persons in the stadium. So all those persons in the stadium got up in the morning and things were good. They were beautiful.
Yeah, they're going to a concert.
Yeah, they were happy, you know, they were going to see their favorite performer. But by nightfall, it was a nightmare. Now, none of us know what's happening tomorrow. We don't know, which is why today is the best time of your life. Today is when you must do everything you need to do. Today. Not yesterday and not tomorrow. We were looking for something. You brought it up already on the screen?
I found it.
Is this a website though?
Yeah, this is the website.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen.
But the video shows it better.
This is the website. Those of you, we're not going to show the video now, but basically she's showing someone what's at the top of this website.
It's not showing.
Oh, the top up here.
That's just you.
Oh, this is just me? I don't see me. Oh, that's just my name. All right, so this is a website, Claudia Davis. JA.com.
You need to fix something though.
Or you need to fix something.
Yeah, I'm not seeing like the links aren't showing. That's one.
Oh, where's the video?
Right, that's it. It should be here.
It should be here. All right. So this is a work in progress, everybody, but the lakeside view is on our website. So we're actually selling them as well. All right. YouTube Live. Tony's playing around with these screens and I'm not seeing you guys. I'm seeing you now. So Christelina says, how can you know? How can you know what? Wait.
Oh, here's the question again. How
Hold
can
on.
you know when?
Go back up. Go back up. You missed a question at the top from Lenny.
Trudian, it's very strange that a variable rate would be lower than the fixed rate, as variables can be changed by the government depending on the economy. Fixed gives you peace of mind.
Trudy's going to investigate, but I don't think it's fixed. Yeah, I don't remember a bank in Jamaica giving me a fix. When the mortgages go up, them raise my interest rate quite happily. Send you a letter.
But what I don't get though is that when it goes up, they just automatically bring it up. But when it goes down, they don't bring it down.
No, you have to call them, quarrel with them, all kind of things. How can I get to know whenever a new upcoming gated community is coming so that I can purchase it early and be one of the first buyers? If you listen to our videos, you know that it's coming. Sometimes Tony, the horse here now we're hot, heavy, like lead. All right. We usually bring it up and let you know, like Fairway, we started those from last year, was it? Or was this year? This year? Early this year, I thought. What we're selling now? Still selling Fairway. What else we're selling?
Belico.
We're selling Belico,
Genesis, Lakeside.
Yeah.
We're selling those before they even broke ground on them.
Yeah, usually you see our videos and you see us on the raw land.
Yeah.
The land, the Sosa land. Most of our videos that we're selling in development, you see us on the raw Sosa land before them even put up a steel or before them even dig the ground. So Christina, what you have to do is be prepared for the opportunity by ensuring that you have a deposit And you have your pre-approval letter. And what else? And
That's it.
you register Miss Davis video.
But what about other developments that we don't sell? Like, for example, that are sold strictly by the developer. Like when
Chef just watch. Chef
those big
just
developers are selling.
yeah. Chef log on to their Instagram pages,
Okay.
Facebook pages. Sign up with those so that you know when they're coming. They usually put stuff on it. Like I know when Camelot was coming, they kept putting up stuff
Okay.
all over. Gore and Chemtech and all of them, they keep. I remember getting stuff, even just showing up on my phone.
Okay. You were on their like
Yeah,
mailing list or something.
Yeah. So you do that, right? That's the other thing. What kind of community is Fairfield Park? I mean Fairview Park. Fairview Park in St. Catherine. Fairview Park is a scheme. Was built by Alan Holmes back in 1989, 1990. It's a scheme, 2-bed, 1-bath house. What I remember about it is that they gave me carpet, not tile. I wanted tile, I had to pay for it.
Like, then we had carpet though. I mean, we couldn't afford tile.
Exactly, we couldn't afford tile. And I remember they didn't give us any driveway. We had to pay extra.
Right, we didn't have a driveway.
We didn't have a driveway.
Remember when it rained?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you had to hop, skip, and jump in the
Yeah,
yard.
it flood out. But we got through it. Not to squeal about. Just buy a house and live and be happy.
But you know what I remember the most? Like, I didn't remember it then while I was living there, but now that I'm reflecting back on it, we were the only ones there that was like struggling. Everyone seemed so settled.
Yeah, that's
in their life.
We were young.
Yeah,
I was young.
Yeah.
And technically bought a house. Technically that I couldn't afford.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, if Richard hadn't co-signed the loan with me, I would not have been able to afford it. They would have told me no. Richard did tell me no. I send them and marry you. But there's something called divine intervention. Those of you who don't believe in it. I tell you, I'm here to tell you to believe in it. You know, you're worse if you open up yourself to the universe and say, hey, universe, what do you want? Cause say universe, God, Jehovah, Jireh, anything, Allah, anything you want, call it. Open up yourself to the universe. Ask for what you want.
Yeah.
The problem with a lot of persons is they don't ask for what they want.
Not only that, too. Some of us aren't sure what we want.
They don't know what you want. You don't know what you want. You have to ask. Like me, you want to hear me ball out. I want the Mercedes Benz GLA 250. Boom. Ball it out, man.
And you told them the year too.
The world say you want it, man. Eventually, whatever in your mental brain capacity and you ball it out to the universe, I go manifest itself in the physical. You know who teach me that? The book called Think and Grow Rich. Go and go read it. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. Go and go read the book. Anything you think, there's another quote.
You will achieve.
Yeah, what the mind can conceive,
it can achieve.
It can achieve, guys. Powerful things, but people don't believe. That's another thing. We read Bible every day and they don't believe. When they don't believe nothing, when the faith weak, bad. You look at the young man at the bus stop every day, you say, you know, that man would make a nice husband for me. Every day you stand up beside the man, you don't even say hello. You don't even drop your purse, make the man pick it up. You don't do nothing at all. You're going on the bus with the young man, you don't even think, you don't even say to yourself, let me see where I'm going to sit down beside you. Not even that you do. Yeah, admire this young man from afar. Come on, guys. Ask what you want. What's the other thing? We did it last week. What it say? From the scriptures, it says, seek and you will find. Ask and you shall receive. Knock and the door will be open. Live by that.
Not only that, too, this show is a product of people asking for what they wanted.
This show?
This show.
Oh, you mean?
People wanted to hear more from you, and so we gave them what they wanted.
You're right.
They asked for it.
Yeah, they asked for it. Persons asked. Shoes and socks, judge shoes and socks. Yes, judge your shoes. Listen, I have a client, Mr. Stanley. He tells me he went to England because when his company that he was working for, I remember what artist him saying name. Leather, it was a tanning factory or something like that. And them are closed down because the man go way back, the Englishman did own it. Him say him decide for go to England because he never want to stay at Jamaica and could judge shoes and socks. Back in the day, the persons who could have judged, meaning you could have just get up and put on your shoes and walk up and down. Remember, most of the persons used to walk barefoot, guys. Judge shoes and socks was a big thing.
Expensive leather shoes.
It was a big thing. It was a big thing. Him say I'm going because him can't imagine him couldn't judge shoes and socks. And if he would stay in Jamaica, he would have go back to barefoot. So he decided to leave. Right. Miss Davis, do you heard of any my budget about 4 to 5 million? Which parish? Cadian, I think you really need to find somebody to join you. 4 to 5 million is gonna be sticky. It's only housing agency of Jamaica has brought out some houses.
They were 4 to 5 million?
Weren't they? Tony have a video that she went shoot out with them too. But what was that for 4 to 5? Sincere. Have we?
No, our studio was 6.5.
Studio was 6.5. Fixer upper. Who might get lucky, but which parish?
Oh yeah, damn, Ellen Street came out. Ellen Street was last year.
It was last year. 5 million. All right, make hay while the sun shines. True words. Yep. Don't wait for tomorrow. It may not come. Sugar says, Miss Claudia. There are people who have not heard or know about you guys yet. And will need your Sunday's YouTube. I'm so glad I have met you guys. Love you. And think,
thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. God bless. Sugar, my eye, I need my glasses, Tony. Yes, Sugar. Well, thank you for finding us and share it with your other co-workers, your friends, and so on. Eventually, then we get the message. Tony, we need to get into the lesson. So the lesson today is gold. You have all the questions
or comments.
Any residential land selling in Mobay, Fairfield Park. I don't know Fairfield Park. I know Fairview Park. Do you ladies advise new developments who are contemplating transforming raw land into a housing development? Example. Yes. Read that fully.
Do you ladies advise new developers who are contemplating transforming raw land in a housing development, etc., price point, suitable housing type, and recommended professionals like land surveyors? Do you do that? Yes, you do.
We do, but we do what's called a consultation. So you have to pay us a consultation fee, and we do the whole thing. Put the surveys and all them people together, prices, everything. But you find the land.
I think maybe they have the land already.
Yeah, maybe you have the land.
Stacy and Bailey, good day. Do you know of any lots selling in Twin Palms Estate, and is it an okay community? We have a client who wanted to sell something in Twin Palms Estate.
We have sold in Twin Palms Estate. I think Twin Palms Estate is an older community station. Is it that you want to be in Maypen? Don't they have some newer schemes in Maypen? At one point, I wanted to buy something in Twin Palms too.
I remember, like every Sunday we used to drive down there to look at land.
And the houses were so nice. These are these 3 model houses that they were showing. They were really nice back in the day.
That was what, like 90s?
Yeah, but Stacey, why you want to be on that side? Is that where you work? You can be between, if you see Maypen, the next nearest point would be where? Mandeville? Might be too far. Old Harbour. Where else? Hayes, Clarendon, news development going on down in Hayes now.
There is?
Yeah, man, Hayes. Thanks for the answer to my question. No problem.
Job 22.
Oh, Job 22. That's the one about ask and it shall be found. Ask and it shall be given. Seek and you shall find it. Knock and it will be open.
Chris says, I don't know any of the developers of gated communities. I watch your channel to see what's new, but in case there is any you aren't selling, what are the names of the developers so I can check their sites?
Only for we have a couple of developers come to mind now. You have Gore developers, West Indies home contractors, fondly known as Wicon.
Mm-hmm.
You have Chemtech development. You have Draxal development.
Moorlands.
You have Moorlands development.
Those are the big ones.
Those are the big ones. You have the government ones, Housing Agency of Jamaica, and the National Housing Trust. Failing that, go on the real estate board website and look on the developers, and you'll find more persons doing development. Some persons don't have any name, them use them name as in Claudia Davis, Tony and Dietrich, but they are doing developments as well. Right? So Christina, you can go there. Depends on what you're looking for. Miss Claudia, how much on average does a contractor charge to oversee a residential building project? Whoa. Whoa, that's far and vary. That is so wide. Depends on the size of the residential building project. There can be anywhere from $500,000 all the way up to tens of millions. Just depends on the project.
To see a residential house?
To supervise.
Oh.
It says there's a contractor charge to oversee. So it's either them overseeing, meaning you find your mason, plumber, tiler, blah, blah, and them supervising.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just give the contractor the work.
Oh.
So he's going to charge you anywhere from 12,000 per square feet, and that's hard to find now. Mm-hmm. All the way up to 15,000 per square feet. So if it's a 1,000 square foot house, that costs you 12 million up to 15 million.
That's a complete house, though.
That's a complete house. And his money would be in that.
Okay.
Evening, ladies. I bought some land in Fairview. Do you think 5 million can build a 2-bed? If it's 5 million,
is it flat land?
Hold on. Yeah, man. Fairview, pa. Divide that by 12,000 to figure. I can give you a rough estimate as to the 5 million can build. Can build it, yes, but you have to have your cousin or the mason and your uncle or the plumber and everybody.
What you want me to do?
5 million divided by 12,000. I don't work on that side, but I want a big enough lot and stay close to Spanish Town. Why don't buy land in Spanish Town?
That's 416.
416 square foot.
That can be like 2-bedroom house.
18 times 12 is only. So that's 416 square foot of the house you're going to get. A 2-bedroom house is probably about anywhere from 800, like how we're selling the Belly Acres.
Mm-hmm.
800 up to 1,200, depending on the size of the rooms.
Can be smaller too if like the duplex that we're doing is like 690 something.
690 something.
So if they go really tiny,
mm-hmm.
they can probably get the complete.
Here we go, tiny.
With a little more money on it.
With the Belly Acres. Go to our website, we have our development selling now named Belly Acres. I can share, have the floor plan is there. So you can have an idea of what a 2-bedroom house would look like. And the square footage is there too. So you multiply the square footage by 12,000, you get the cost. Now, if I was building that property, 5 million, I would say 6 million, I can build a 2-bedroom for 6 million.
Mm-hmm.
But that is me being the contractor, me going running up and down buying the material at cost or at wholesale. And because I have a company and I can get it at Tanko at a price and get it at but you would have to be the contractor. You would have to buy every material, every screw, every nail. You have to get your cousin, your auntie, your brother, and your sister to come trip in. Beg them a day or two and get it done. And you have to know some about construction if you're the contractor. Secret says, good evening, good evening. So C.A. Levy says, yes, we already own the land. Follow up on it earlier. Do you advise? Thanks for responding. Okay.
Sophia says, would you recommend having a building contractor buy the construction materials for a residential project?
Sophia, if you live in Jamaica, you can buy your own material.
Yeah.
If you don't live in Jamaica, you get a quantity surveyor to do the quantities for the project, and you work out the quantity surveyor's reports as to what you pay out and when you pay out. If you're not in Jamaica, quantity surveyors.
But what about the money to buy the materials?
It would be in the quantity surveyors.
Yeah, but who do you give the money to?
You get a contractor. Can you work over the quantity survey?
Oh.
So the contractor would I get an advance first, that's where it get tricky now. You have to make sure I work with a reputable contractor.
Mm-hmm.
Because you give him a deposit first, he buys materials, he gathers a crew, and he constructs up to a point. When that money finished, the surveyor come in, measures off what he does, and says, yes, this is what he did, and then you get the next payout. That's how it is. If you live in Jamaica, you can run up and down and buy things yourself. All right. So I'm an American truck driver with a Jamaican wife. Patrick. So you are the American truck driver with a Jamaican wife.
Mm-hmm.
You live in Jamaica? What price in US dollars is a good price of building a 3,000 to 5,000 square foot house? Oh my God. Multiply that by 12,000 to 15,000. That's a big house, Patrick. You must have a lot of children. Times 12,000. Wait a minute. You take 5,000. You take the biggest one, Tony. You want to build big house.
He's an American truck driver.
American, you have money, man. 62
million.
60 million. Roughly.
Mm-hmm.
Square footage you go by.
That's 5,000 square feet times the charge of 12,000.
And something like that now, you have to work with a quantity surveyor report to get somebody like me will give you. I call him a quantity surveyor. I say, give me the estimate for this. He does the whole thing, estimate, give it to you, and you can know when to pay out. And quantity surveyor check it each time. Say, yes, you reach there. So, yes, I'll go to the floor next. Yes, whatever. All right, you want to start lesson?
Sure.
Hold on. So if a contractor is only finding the workmen to do the work, would he need an advance? Don't think so.
No.
No, but you pay him. You pay him as him give him bill. You make sure you pay the money.
Same day.
Same time. Immediate. Don't say wait 1 week. Because remember, he has to pay the workmen.
Mm-hmm.
So, but some of you trying to do construction that you don't know anything about. I went to Hart level 1 and 2 construction course because I wanted to know some more stuff. Those of you who plan to do construction, you really need. That's one of the other reasons why I'm going to write a course on this, how to build a block and steel house in Jamaica. So they must buy the course from me. How many of you would appreciate a course like that? How to build a house in Jamaica with block and steel, with all of the numbers and how you work it out, which we're going to get into some numbers later. I'm waiting for the young man who asked me to calculate this thing to get online. I don't see him get online yet. Is he online? Not online yet, Tony.
Maybe not. You forgot to do this.
All right, so let's look at, no, I did for this. I didn't know. Let's look at the goals now. What Mr. Ziglar says about goals. So he says he has come up with 7 things, 7 steps, Antonia, and you need to listen.
He just says, yes, Miss Claudia, I want the course.
You want the course. 7 steps. Listen to the 7 steps. He says you're to identify the goal. So Tony, what was your goal, you say?
I need to lose weight.
Tony wants to lose weight.
Let me write this down.
You want to write it down? All right, so let us use Tony as a guinea pig today. So the goal is you must identify the goal. Now we learn about SMART goals. So the goal must be S, which is must be specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time bound. Let's see if all of that is in Mr. Ziglar's steps. So 1 is identify the goal. So what you want to achieve? Tony wants to lose weight. I want to buy my Mercedes Benz. So I've identified the goal, not just any Benz either. It is the GLA 250. Must have 4-wheel drive and all kind of things. Tony, you want to, what's the goal? Your goal is to lose weight, but how much weight?
10 pounds.
Only 10 pounds you want to lose and you need steps for that?
Yeah. I don't think you realize that once you're at a specific weight, to lose just 10 pounds is harder than when you're like at 300 pounds and need to lose 100 pounds of weight. It's harder to lose that 10 pounds because your body holds on to it.
I was at 212 earlier this year. Remember, I told you guys 212. So I'm now down to 180. The problem with me and this Benz is that I had doubled the goal. I had set the goal that if I got on to 150, I would get the Benz.
Did you get to 150?
I don't get reach 150, but they're 180. That's a part of my problem. All right. So identify the goal. So you did that. We have done that. So everybody, maybe you could get out your pen and do this as we go along too. Identify the goal. No matter what the goal is your goal. Nobody can tell you nothing about your goal, right? It could be to get married. It could be to buy a house. It could be to buy a 10th house. As Tony says, lose weight. Me, you want to buy a car. What is it? Identify, right? So you want to lose 10 pounds, you said. List the benefits. So what are the benefits you'd achieve by losing the 10 pounds? Tell me that.
My clothes will fit.
Your clothes will fit. So you have clothes now that don't fit?
So much.
So I don't feel my clothes and buy new clothes. That's a difficult about that.
I went to the store the other day to buy some pants because the one that I have don't fit. And I went up 2 pant size. That's how fat I got.
Oh, for you. And then you can't afford Levi's like me.
No.
They're cheap jeans. All right. So list the benefits. So one benefit is that your clothes would fit.
Right.
What's the other benefit?
I will be better health.
You'll be in better health.
Well, better shape too.
Better shape. Okay. Oh, Patrick says his wife wants him to buy a piece of land in Clarendon. Patrick, buy that land in another parish. If you're going to build a 3,000 square foot house, come over into St. Anne or St. Andrew. Or where else?
Not in Clarendon.
Not in Clarendon. No matter with that one. That kind of investment in Clarendon, I would say, is a no.
Because that's going to be like, what, 60 million?
Yeah, that same house will value less in Clarendon than if you had put it in a St. Anne or a St. Andrew. And that is from that point of view, I'm telling you. I don't know if she have family who live near or whatever, but
if you need to put a house in Clarendon, make it 1,000 square feet and under.
If you put a house in Clarendon, make it 1,000 square feet and under, as Tony says. Don't build a big house in a Clarendon because you can't sell it back if it comes to that. So you list the benefits, Tony. You have all the benefits?
Yeah. What's your benefit of owning a GLA 250 with 4-wheel drive?
Well, my benefit is, first of all, it comes with whole heap of ear bag.
Yes.
Knee bag, shoulder bag.
We spend a lot of time in the car. It would be more comfortable.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time in the car. So it comes with front and side and knee airbags. That much I've picked up.
It comes with AC all around.
In the back as well.
Yes.
Because Xander is with us a lot now and Tony sits in the back now a lot. We find that the car we have now don't have AC in the back. That's a challenge, man. Try driving. Okay. We're doing these long journeys without the AC. The Benz also come with something called forward collision warning. So if you're gonna hit, you're too near to somebody, it will say, "Hey, you're too near, until I'll break up for you to stop you."
Okay, cool.
That's a neat little feature to have, right? It comes with something called lumbar support too. So like me with my disc and back problem, it's good for me to have lumbar support.
Yeah.
And I hear some of the Benz actually talk to you. The seat talks to you. It comes with something named brake assist too. So if you're getting too close, it will break up for you. So the Benz of itself is a top above. Now some persons will say, but Claudia, other cars come with that. Why the Benz? The Benz is a childhood dream of mine. From I've been younger, I've loved the Benz. I also got the opportunity to drive in my boss Benz, Mr. Oliver Jones, who was the owner for Island Life when I worked there. Couple weeks into me getting the job there, stuffing envelopes, he recognized me at the bus stop. His driver was driving him and he picked me up and gave me a lift to work. So they're the best driver ever have, man. The vehicle, they're out at this. Anybody here own a Benz, tell the people them, no man, how it feel for driving a Benz. I haven't been into any of the new Benzes. I probably need to get up and go do that now so I can test drive it and see if it's the same. But just a childhood dream, and it's one of these things that I say, if I get the Benz, and then I think, yes, that's it now. Finish. I can't stop. I cannot drive and down with Xander in my Benz, and that's it. I don't have to do no more work. I'm gonna maintain it. Tony and Rachel are gonna maintain it. All right. So Tony, what else? So you list the benefits of why, if you have this, how you would, what it would do for you, the benefits. Definitely the Benz would be more comfortable for us with the long drive. And so come with cruise control to and all of that.
Mm-hmm. 3.
List the obstacles to overcome. So what are your obstacles you need to overcome?
Sleep.
Oh, you mean sleep?
Because I have to get up early to exercise to lose the weight.
So if you lose the weight, oh, that's an obstacle. Your obstacle is that you have to get up early to exercise. So why you can't exercise in the day or in the evening? That's not the obstacle, is it? You self-employed. You can choose when you exercise.
Yeah, I can't exercise during the day though. I have too much things going on.
Too many things going on. Like everybody call it for one.
All right, so it's probably in the evening.
So what are my obstacles to overcome with the Benz? For one, my obstacle is in my headspace more than anything else. My obstacle is not physical. My obstacle is the Benz money is a piece of land money. Or a house money. So if I get this Benz, I have to give up owning a piece of land or give up owning a house. And I'm
Kendrick said the parts make you cry.
The parts make me cry. What part?
You're not gonna drive old Benz.
You're not drive old Benz. So
you might need a part, you sell it.
Sell it, yeah. So it's more for me a psychological thing of thinking Claudia the Benz or this piece of land. Every time I'm to get the Benz, I say no, buy a piece of land.
But just think of Xander, mom. You don't want him to be comfortable. He complains so much now in the car seat.
He does. Doesn't he in the car because it's hot like fire for him on the back there. I can't put him in the front seat. But yeah, that obstacle. And my other obstacle is to think: do I buy new or used?
Mm-hmm.
So the used I could buy is like a 2016, 2017, 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Or do I buy new like a 2022 GLA event? Do I buy used or new?
But does it need to be new?
And then the other obstacle, if I buy used or new, do I take a loan or do I buy this cash? So do I fork out the 7, 8, 9, 10, 100 million for this Benz, or do I go buy a piece of land again? It's psychological. I need a husband to just back out feed money and buy it.
He wouldn't overthink it, that's for sure.
He would not overthink it. And this is part of my challenge in my brain. This is why when you come up poor, and you say, do I.
I know, it's like when we...
And do I spend off the 4th generation money and buy the Benz?
It's like when we made the switch from buying Bangamere fish to salmon fish, and you look at the price difference, and you're like...
Yeah, guys, same thing. You stop by Bangamere now and you buy salmon. I say, what?
And at one point you're like...
$3,000 and the Bangamere at $300. You say, what? Same fish, 10 times more. But guess what? I bought the salmon. So maybe I should just go buy the Benz store. It's the same thing.
Not only that, I think you would enjoy driving the Benz.
Yeah, I would.
It's been something you wanted so long, and you've put off that dream because of the other thing. But I think you've achieved the other things. So
yeah,
I think you can buy it. But even if you buy it and drive it for 1 month and then sell it because you decide that, I want to
go buy a piece of land.
Yeah. But I think you should give yourself the
satisfaction
of owning it or leasing it or whatever it is they're offering.
Yeah, would I take it on hire purchase or I go buy it cash? Hire purchase would be like spending Xander's money.
Mm-hmm.
All that interest. Xander, your money is going to be spent at the Benz, friend. Grandma and leave no generational welfare. So the 4th generation will suffer because grandma went and bought a Benz.
You can always sell the Benz. Really to recoup the money.
No, but yeah, sell it at a lower cost now. All right, what's the next thing? List the skills and knowledge required. Tony, what skills and knowledge you need for to lose the weight?
I need a good diet plan and I need a good exercise program.
Routine.
Yeah.
Okay. So you need a good diet plan, a good exercise routine. So you need to get some knowledge on that. For me, to drive the car, I would need driving skills. I already have that down to a T. I drive from me and knee.
Yeah, Mom, but there's a difference in driving a Benz than driving a Japanese made car. There's like a
There's
difference.
just so yes, I've noticed the persons in Jamaica who drive those luxury vehicles, the Benz, the BMWs, and the Audis, and so on, the Porsches. They don't drive as aggressive as these people in them little, what them call them car them. When them come, not even know the name of the car them, like the one where the taxi man them drive. These people are very steady. They give way. They're very courteous on the road. Them don't itch up in your bumper. Them not blow you if you come out of the road and all these things. Them very calm, cool, and collected.
And their car's always full.
And their
with
car,
gas.
them car full of gas. Now run out of gas.
I know. I hate when I take a taxi and then say, "Beg yes, let me just turn off and get some gas."
Yes.
And then he buys $500
Dollars
gas.
gas.
I'm like what?
And them now brought down. I never see a Benz and they brought down the road. So on that note, I guess if the Benz would make me just go calm, cool, and collected, then I should get the Benz, don't it? Because it certainly changes their demeanor.
I really like the ice cream man's perseverance. Of
He's always on time.
always on time.
That's how you must be when you want to go. All right. So what's the other thing?
Okay, list the skills and knowledge required. You need the knowledge of how to drive a Benz.
I also need some other knowledge. I need technical knowledge. So I really need to go look up the specs of the Benz. Probably need to go into the Benz dealership and get the full lowdown on the Benz.
Yeah, see, someone telling you are going to spend $1,200 to $3,000 US to service that Benz. Yeah.
Yeah. 1,200. How often am I spending 1,200 to service? Now I need to go, instead of assuming it, Patrick, I'm in Jamaica. Instead of assuming it, I need to just go into the Benz dealership and really check out the packages. Because sometimes they have service package as well, So I need to go in there and check it out. Besides, what would I spend the 1,200 or 3,000 US on every month? That's it. What would I have to give up to get that? I need that kind of knowledge. If I can live with giving up that and get the Benz, then fine.
Probably buying toys for Xander.
Yeah, probably buying toys for Xander. Keep buying these toys for Xander. I don't know what type is on them, don't even want me yet. I need to just stop that rubbish. So, yeah, what am I giving up? All right. So, what new skills you've identified yours already? So, identify the people and groups you're going to work with. Who are you going to work with? People and groups.
Chef for me.
Who is chef me?
No, I'm working with a chef.
You need to work with a chef, okay? And you need to work with maybe a coach and a fitness coach. All right. You need to identify them. All right. I probably need to go identify what is the cost the bank would give me the loan for.
A lending agency.
A lending agency. Probably need to go look for a dealer who can bring in the Benz if I decide to bring it in cash, and look for a dealer who can bring it in. Or I go to the Benz dealership and really find out what's the cost. So develop a plan of action. What would be your plan of action?
Wow, plan of action. Well, I need to make a routine of what I'm going to eat so that I stay on the diet.
But first, we have to go find those people.
Well, yeah, find these people. But I think I found them already.
You found them already. So you have to find those persons. You have to schedule time knowing that you're scheduled to do that. So you have to develop a plan of action. Me, I have to go find the Benz dealership. Look online if I can buy used Benz. Maybe looking at the green and see what's going on. All right. And the seventh step, Zig Ziglar says, is to set a deadline for achievement. So we need to set a deadline. So me, I haven't set a deadline to get the Benz yet. Probably why I don't get it yet. But I need to set a deadline. When am I going to get this Benz? My birthday is January 10th next year. Do I say it's January 10th? Do I say I'm going to buy it for Christmas? Do I say I'm going to buy it for Easter? What is the deadline that you're going to set? Right?
That's my deadline should be New Year's.
Yours should be New Year. So you're only giving yourself what? 6 weeks?
6 weeks
to achieve it?
Lose 10 pounds.
Lose 10 pounds. That's easy for me. Just stop eating bread. Stop eating bread and lose that. All right. So goals, everybody. This is that's the lesson for today. Goal setting. All right. We also need to answer these questions and then get into the maths of the week, which is, somebody asked me 2 weeks ago, if 500,000 can build a 15 by 12 house, meaning 15 feet by 12 feet room, because he wants to know so he says he has 500,000 He wants an investment. So he's thinking, and I think he's on the right line. He's thinking to add on the room. If he can add on the room and then rent it out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I'm saying he could get maybe 20,000 per month. So it's actually 500,000 divided by 20 if he can bring it in for the 500,000. So we're gonna start that exercise today, and I'll show you how some of the things, and based on what I'm doing today, you will kind of have an idea of what are the things that will be coming in my course. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You have more questions?
Yeah. Continue down. So Josie's saying, yes, Miss Claudia, we want a course. So Faye says, yes, that would be a good idea. Secret says, I would appreciate a course on refurbishing a fixer-upper. It says, you recommend learning a trade skill. Which one? Plumbing?
Plumbing. All right, let's talk about plumbing. Tony is a plumber and myself. We did plumbing at heart.
Mm-hmm.
The first house I built, I realized plumbing was a problem. It's the first thing that went break down.
Yeah.
That is why I went and did the plumbing. Now, I don't physically fix any pipe, put no pipe together, but I do a lot of pointing. I say, this is what wrong. Call the plumber. I do a lot of troubleshooting too.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you call the plumber, I'm just so clueless and don't know what's wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I do a lot of that. Tony, on the other hand, does a lot of physical plumbing. What plumbing you did this week?
Did I do anything?
You
I didn't do it this week, but I'm going to do something right after YouTube Live.
Which is what?
Change a washer for a tenant.
You're gonna change a washer in a faucet,
Yeah,
or in a faucet. So Tony does a lot of the physical plumbing, like plunge toilet,
pull up toilets,
install
toilets,
install toilet, fix pipe where leak, all kind of things. In this business, plumbing, yes.
And there's usually something leaking.
There is always something leaking, not usually, always. If I want a commission, send in a big building. Plumbing is your biggest problem in this business, in houses.
Mm-hmm.
The electrician when come fix him something and go about in business, and you never call an electrician for 10, 20 years.
I know, like the house that we live in now, after what, a couple years, the only thing we had to change was a socket.
It was a switch.
No, the switch.
And we actually train ourselves how to change the switch. The switch is very easy to change, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Let your husband show you to change the switch. Or just screw out the switch and look on it and just, all it don't make 2-wire touch. That's all. No 2-wire must ever touch in an electrical. So we have taught ourselves how to change switches and how to change sockets. Yeah, and how to change plugs. But the plugs don't go bad. It is switches and the socket.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, the socket will go bad. The breaker them barely, your breaker them last forever. I kid you.
Yeah, they'll chip out, but that's it.
But that's only if you overload too.
Yeah.
Overload the circuit. But it is in your house, apart from just changing your bulb, electrical is good.
Yeah.
Boss. But you see the plumbing.
Especially if you didn't get high-end fixtures from the start.
Yeah. Another thing with plumbing, the plumbers, you have to pay attention to the plumbers.
Mm-hmm.
So we in plumbing school, we learn hot and cold 8 inches apart. Them plumber you have the hot and the cold water kiss. Them one another. In your wall. So what you think of that? We had a leak in a deck. And we couldn't figure out the leak. I said, guys, this looks like we forgot this deck. And we got the shower. I said this must be the shower. We got the shower. It was a shower. Underneath the shower, the man heat the plumbing pipes. Heat it to bend it. The man no go with him elbow and him tee them for make change direction and do what he need to do. The man put fire to the pipe, bend the pipe to fit where he want it to fit. Of course, the pipe must fail.
But an elbow is very cheap.
And an elbow is only $20. So, plumbing. If you want to learn a trade, I would say go and learn plumbing. Mm-hmm. That's the one that's going to give you the sheer hell in your house right now.
It's one of the messier ones too, though.
Yeah, it's one of the messier ones. And I would say in Jamaica we don't have good plumbers. I've said it. We don't. You have to pay attention.
I think because there's no governing board like the electrician.
Like the electrician have a governing board, yes, and they have to be licensed. Another fault that I find with our construction, and I've changed it the other day. We put our plumbing pipes in the floor. Our pressure pipes are in the floor. So if a man come tell you about you have termite and him decides I'm gonna bore the floor, boom, your pipe bursts.
But you know, it doesn't have to be in the floor though.
No, I don't put them in the floor again. I put it in the wall now.
Yeah, because
So I put the pressure pipes in the wall now, and your drain pipes and your sewage pipes in the floor. But the sewage pipes are lower. You understand? So you're not supposed to bore and catch a drain pipe or a sewage line.
But when they're teaching us in plumbing school, they teach you to chip and just put it at the top.
Put it in the chip the edge of the wall. Yeah, put it there. But these plumbers are run the pipe them all over the floor. All that interfere with all your electrical pipe. Gosh, that's crazy. So, plumbing. Go and learn plumbing. You can learn plumbing at heart quite easily. Tony learned at tell the school you what.
At Delphi in Montego Bay.
At Delphi in Montego Bay and Friendship. What the one down is the name?
I can't remember. It's Friendship.
Ashanine Road.
Yeah, Friendship.
It's called Friendship something. Go on the
Heart website.
The Heart website. Friendship. I know Friendship in there, man. What's the school name? Oh my God. I can't remember the school. It's an Ashanine Road, everybody, but not at the top, right? The top one does welding and so on, but you have to go down to the bottom.
You have to go down to Bell Road.
Ashanine Road at the pond, man. Bell Road, not the intersecting road.
No, I think it's on Bell Road.
Bell Road. Oh. You can Google it, guys. Anything else?
Yeah, scroll.
I know my wife wants to buy a plot of land in Clarendon and then be like, no, answer that already. Hello, are you familiar with the Out of the Blue House in St. Anne? Yes, I am. Been there. I know where they are. Yes, they're up in the hills. I know where they are. A course would be good, mainly for those living on the island, although it's beneficial for those abroad to know what the steps are and easily be. Yes. Okay. Cannot be ripped off. Yes. Same to you. Patrick. My wife was born and raised in Clarendon, Maypen, before she moved to Montego Bay as an adult. I also have a truck driver friend from Clarendon, Maypen, who is building his dream house there. Patrick, don't build a dream house at Clarendon. If it's one house you're going to build, you need location.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, real estate is about location.
It's the value is not in the house.
The value is not in the house. The value is in the location.
The land.
So we take the same house. We put the house there down a town. Near the zinc fence them. It have a different value from if we put the house uptown in a Beverly Hills, Cherry Gardens, and those places, the same exact house. I've seen customers with nice houses, and every time I see it, I say, if only this house was somewhere else. Right? So don't. You want to own at least one property in every parish. I'd rule out Clarendon out of that. Unless it's cheap. No. Let me tell you, I'm not going to Clarendon. So I'm buy myself a 3, 4, maybe a $5 million land.
Mm-hmm.
Put up a $5 million house and sell it.
Yeah.
But nothing, I'm put on no more investment more than that. I think Tony have 2 Maypens coming out this week.
Mm-hmm.
You bring them out already?
No, this week.
This week. So who's gonna buy that? Locals are gonna buy that. Persons who live and work in Maypen will buy something like that. Patrick, you come from foreign. You come from a first world country. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Please come to Jamaica and live a first world life. Right? If you want your money to further, the Lexus LS 500 is actually the better car than the Mercedes-Benz class, unless the Benz is just your thing. The Japanese really built their cars to last. Lexus.
I don't know. I just think Lexus just look ugly.
Like, yeah. It's not true, no dash. Not no dash. The Lexus. Hold on, I'm going to investigate it still. Lexus. What's it called?
LS 500.
LS 500. And I don't want a big vehicle. I don't want something small. So I hope this is this a small crossover? I hope so. Lexus LS 500. I'm going to investigate that. No, I need to get to my class. It's $450.
I'm curious.
You're curious, sir. Why are you curious about the Lexus LS luxury sedan? Luxury sedan? No, I want an SUV. It's a sedan.
Oh, the car, the one you like is so low, it could almost be a sedan.
Yeah, but that little crossover. That's a great future. Scroll down. Let me finish this. I don't feel like this chain is getting discombobulated on the neck.
Future says, I plan to build in Clarendon, already purchased and receive my land title.
Okay, Future, good. Just don't overbuild. Good evening, Miss Claudia, watching you guys. Hi, Janet. Just don't overbuild, Future. Already have 4 properties in my portfolio. Good, Future. Just don't overbuild in Clarendon. Warning you about that. You can get the smaller C-Class Mercedes-Benz for 33 to 40,000 US brand new. If you're going to German, then Porsche is a better deal. All right. So you said the Mercedes C.
I don't like the Porsche. It just look clean.
Yeah, you have to look good to see the emblem. Mercedes C-Class. What about the B-Class? I was looking at the B-Class too. B-Class. What's the question?
Ladies, the lady Steelman, Tony, me want do my plumbing.
Yes, we're skilled. We can all tell them say put in all door lock, man. First we're skilled. We're ladies, you know what I mean?
What the mind can achieve, what the mind can dream, it achieve. Plumbing.
Good day. Which bank or credit union do you recommend for small business owners to use? Whoa. That I don't do because I don't borrow for business. Back out your money out of your pocket and spend.
I know, because what happens if the business goes belly up?
Yeah, or borrow from your friends and pay them back. So use your partner draw, borrow from your friend, then pay them back. Certainly don't borrow money for your house to go start a business.
Yeah.
That is a no-no, right? Do the tradesmen in Jamaica have to be certified? Not necessarily, Patrick.
The electricians.
The electricians. That's the only trade I know that's certified. Miss Claudia, what do you think about plastic septic? The people who sell the black water tank sell them. You know if they're any good? Yes, Jody, I use them. Game changer.
Right, we have it at our house.
We have it at our house. Septic. So you buy the size that fit your house, right? Size that fit the family that you have. So them start from 3 to 5 people all the way up. So you buy the size that match. Or you can buy 2 and put together, or 3 and put together.
Did you buy the big one for us?
Yeah, that's me saying.
Because Xander didn't exist when you built it. So it's like
Xander's who come build himself a massive house. The one that we go sit down in night. That's what Dima gonna do. Build a big house. All of us go there. All right, ladies. You really motivate women. Plumbing. Is it a good skill to learn?
It is.
Of course, Claudia. Tony, tell them how much you pay for to learn plumbing.
$6,000 at the first school.
6,000 at Montego Bay,
Yeah.
Adelphi.
And then I think it was $11,000 at the second school.
And $11,000 at the second school. For the year,
Mhm.
you did 2 terms or 3 terms?
6 months.
6 months. 6 months. So we don't live in Montego Bay, so I paid $10,000 to somebody for Tony to board there.
Mm-hmm.
And she, of course, she have her bus fare, lunch money, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she went to school. Now, school is Monday to Thursday. They don't have school on Fridays.
No.
So she came back up to us on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and went back down. Nice little gig. She looked forward to coming up though more than how she looked forward to staying down with the people in school.
Montego Bay was very hot.
Yeah, it's hot, don't it? Yeah. No, they really need to launch a construction course. Yes, first in 2010. Yes, so I live in Florida, and the houses have to be built hurricane specific. I'm assuming Jamaica is the same way. Yeah, man. But your roof, remember Jamaica black and steel, hurricane can't blow with that. But the roof, yes. So you're gonna find your roof will be hurricane strapped, and the specifics will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Why not Clarendon to build his house? You can build in Clarendon, but the poor parishes are Clarendon. We're just talking about location and real estate. Remember, we're talking about investment, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So from a point of view of living there, yes, you can buy a house, build and live. So if you're not an investor, you're not looking to realize money on the money that you're spending in this property, then yes, go on and build a house at Clarendon and go on and live your life. Yeah. But if you're looking, so Maxine, if you're looking to make money on the money, right? You're better off putting that same house somewhere else.
Yeah.
Simply because it will be sold for more money. Remember, this course is about, this channel is about money, finance, and real estate. Money, finance, and real estate.
One product is a Lexus in North America.
8 Prados. Too big and ugly. I purchased huge plot of land in Clarendon for 3 million. 10, that's not huge, future. Oh, 10,000. How much?
1031 meters with unfinished house.
That's on a quarter acre. That's not huge.
That's meters, 10 meters.
1031. Add a 0 to that. That's 10,000 square feet.
That's meters.
That's meters. Yes, it doubles. 1031 himself. 1,031. Add 10 to that and I get 10,000 square feet. That's 10,000 square feet. That's not a huge plot of land, future. That's a little baby land. That's just a house spot. 1031 meters. How much is that in square feet? Square meters it mean right there, so.
Are you sure?
Yeah, has to be. Which other parishes are not going to overbuild or build a big house in apart from Clarendon? What about similar parishes like St. Elizabeth? Same thing. Clarendon, St. Elizabeth. Once upon a time, St. Thomas. With the road going through there now, that might be a game changer. Might, but maybe not in your lifetime. That's a problem.
What other parishes are not?
St. Mary, and that's not on the north coast.
In the hills.
In the hills. So the part of St. Mary that's not on the north coast in the hills, no. Parishes that they can be big wholesale and get away with it is St. Anne, St. Andrew, Portland, Montego Bay of St. James. One is not everywhere in St. James, remember. Right? So like the fairways of St. James, the Bogue, that's what them name. Those places, yes, are not good. Just told you. And you must look at the area, look surrounding you. Look at the surroundings. If there was zinc fence in front of you, zinc behind you, zinc two side, do not build a big house.
Unpaved road.
Unpaved road. No running water.
No
internet and cable access. Do not build a big house. All right. Which other parishes are not good? Do that already. What big risk things bring reward. If you want a small or mid-size SUV, you can get the Lexus RDX.
It's great. They have been making them forever and they last. My auntie drove her first one for 20 years and bought another one over the Benz.
Lexus RDX. All right. I wonder if that Lexus dealership is here. Lexus RDX. Check that one out. Thanks, Patrick. I'll check them out. Future. Lisa Adele Monroe. Why? I don't know. Future and Lisa have a talk going on. If you plan on development, what about Manchester to build? Depends. So Manchester used to be good, as in Mandeville. But
it's still decent though.
It's still decent. But who used to come there and build were the returning residents? Them no gone back home.
It's mostly locals.
So it's mostly locals, and they're selling all those big houses. So the returning residents came build the big houses because they thought the children were coming. Remember, those persons who left and went to England used to look on big house at Jamaica and couldn't afford it. When them go to England, that was them dream to come out to Jamaica to build a big house. They did come back and build big houses, hoping that the children would have followed. But a lot of them had children overseas, and they never did follow. So they left with these big houses, and then eventually, a lot of them kids, we sold some. The kids came back, took them back overseas. So you have to think. I don't plan on ever selling, but I don't know what those who talking about. It's raining. Just reach here. Good afternoon, Claudia, Tony. Watchers, fancy. And this who asked me to do the thing. I'm not gonna do it right now and I'm gonna miss it, you know.
Maybe there.
Love and blessings. All right. We don't have no more questions, it look like. 2 containers, one as a house and one as a shop, and add them as the money comes.
You can use the container as a shop, yes.
But about buying a house in Olamba Gate community, that's not a good investment. You're the first time buyer, yes. No Lexus is Toyota. Lexus is Toyota. So the Toyota, what name? Toyota Lexus?
I don't know. It's their luxury.
Is there a luxury car vehicle?
Oh, Acura makes RDX, Lexus makes RX.
Acura main RDX, not Lexus. Oh, gee, oh, now mix me up now.
Lexus makes RX. Just take off the D.
Take off the D. So it's RX it name.
Yeah.
Okay. And Toyota is something different. Lexus is Toyota luxury line. Oh, it's a luxury line in North America. Okay, gotcha, guys. So it's actually a Toyota vehicle. Let's call it Lexus.
Okay.
Okay. Got you guys. Returning residents. No, the returning residents now are going on the north coast in the gated communities. It's
And,
them buying up Richmond and Fairway that I'm selling now, and them buy up Draxall and
not only that,
Polar
our
Villas.
returning residents are getting younger.
Yeah, our returning residents are getting younger. They're not old as we know.
Right. So they're doing a lot of vacationing and stuff.
Right.
now.
And them have more money now too. So them don't have to wait that long. Plus the banks are giving them loans too, so they don't have to wait that long to buy anymore. All right. So let's look at the lesson for today. Lexus is brilliant. I had one for 17 years. To get rid of it early this year because of government emissions. Oh, sounds like you're in England, Lenny. You're in England. All right. Them tell me to buy. My friend keeps telling me to buy an electric car. So not convinced about those electric cars. And it's cheap too, you know, but not.
What are you worried about with the electric car?
That it run out of charge and I can't get to the nearest filling station.
But our filling stations are now coming up.
Yeah, they are. Them the one there Draxall, one in Kingston. Those two I know. I don't know where the rest are yet. But because I do a lot of long driving, I don't want to run out of charge. No electric car. On the title it says area 1031 square meters. Yeah, that's only quarter acre future. That's a house spot. All right, Tony, I don't even think you can subdivide that. Let's get to the lesson for today, which is
the Harrier, and it is the same car, but the Harrier is cheaper.
It's cheaper. Oh. Let's show them the sketch first. All right, everybody. So we're getting into it now. 428. Hope I can finish it.
This one or the
sketch. Home by me.
Gotcha.
All right. So the person asks, I'm trying to remember his name. If you're on this evening, you can identify yourself.
Did we close it?
Home by me. Isn't it at the top? What are those at the top?
These?
Mm-hmm. None of those.
Let me just remove that.
Home by me. Patrick, you sent Tony now to go look one here.
Rabbit hole tonight.
Sorry, everybody. Yeah, rabbit hole. No more. I want to watch my movie.
You didn't get to finish it yesterday.
Yeah, I'm watching a James Bond movie, guys. I'm telling you, fall asleep in the movie. Not falling asleep tonight. All right, so I did a little sketch.
This is it, right?
Yes, he asked me for if a 500,000. The question was, can 500,000 build a 12 by 15 units? Open the project. 12 by 15 units.
I was going to ask you how
that's 12 feet open project. That's 12 feet by 15 feet, right? Now we're not going to find out today if it can build it because I'm not going to fully finish. Just going to start, and I'm looking at the steel work how do you calculate how much steel this building is going to take? Now, the first thing you need to do is look at or sketch it out like what I do. So this program is Home by Me. You can just sign up. It gives you 3 projects free. Introduce it to your teenage children too, so that them can just play around with it, basically. So what I did, I came up with 2 sketches. Free. Let me see if you see what I'm seeing. Yes, you are. You should be seeing what I'm seeing. So on this side is one of the units, right? So you go here for the ladder, and then the tape measure. You can come here. So this unit is on this side is 12.2, roughly, and that's the width. And the length, inner to inner, meaning don't include the wall outside. This is 14.8, so 14 feet by 8 inches, which is roughly what he asked. So his measurements was 12 feet by 15. So I gave him 2 different designs. To the left, I prefer this design on the left. This one gives me a back door that I can exit. This is the kitchen right here. This is dining table. Would be his closet with the sliding door. His bathroom right here. His bed, which is a queen bed. Side piece, a little chair, and a chest of drawers. Also can put a TV on this wall. Whereas when I did it this way, this is the bathroom, which you can see takes up more space, a little bigger. The kitchen goes here. It only holds a single bed. I get a chair, a TV, and a side piece, same way. But I can't put a side table here, and there is no closet space, and it holds a smaller bed.
Could put a closet right here, separate the space.
Would probably put a closet there, yes. But then it would block the airflow going through.
Yes, it would.
So that's one of the things you have to look for in these houses, the airflow. I'm trying to bring up the 3D for you.
Lisa says, I think it's running slow. Lisa says, these are bachelor. I think that's what they call them in the States.
That's what they call them in the States, the bachelor. All right, don't look at this man here now. We're looking at the floor. I have an upstairs drawing on it, but because I was playing around with it. So I wanted to look at the downstairs.
Are these dorms for students?
Who's asking that?
Lisa.
No, this young man wanted he has 500,000. He wants to build a room, 15 by 12, and rent it out. So this is me giving him 2 designs, but I would tell him to choose this design. So this one, so as you can see, you have your bathroom. Put your internet sketchy, man. Not moving my drawing, man. What's going on? You're used to much bandwidth, man. You need to upgrade your package, man. All right, let me come out of this. So, all right, so everybody get the gist. Graphics quality has been changed to get better performance. Yes, Home by Me.
Can you move it now?
Close. Let me see if I can move it now. Yeah. All right, see there, get a better view. My little man here in this one. Put him over in here. This is the one I prefer, where I have, see there, the bedroom, the bed, chair, a little side piece, a chest of drawer. My kitchen unit is right here. So see my kitchen out nice. I get fridge, I get upper cabinet, I get stove, I get sink. You get a little table for him sit down and eating breakfast, TV on the wall. It's comfortable, don't Tony? And then get a nice little bathroom. And then get a back door, you can go through the back there. So, all right, I could look on the cost now. Come out of this now, Tony. So we're just doing steel work today because the mat's going to get heavy for some of you. So, and I don't want you to YouTube Live. And I don't want you to get boggled with it. All right, a couple things you will need to know before you can do an estimate, like for the steel work. You need to know the length of the building, which is 15 feet. You need to know the width. No. Yeah, you need to know width of the building, which is 12 feet. So the length of this building is 15 feet, as I showed you. The width is 15 feet. It's 12 feet, sorry.
Let's make this bigger so they can see.
I can't see it. You can tell him to join us. Somebody's WhatsApping us, so Tony needs to tell him to join us on YouTube Live. You can see it now. Scroll to the top. All right, so you need the length and the width. Length 15, width 12. You need a running feet, meaning the feet going right around the building. The perimeter, those of you who remember your maths, the perimeter is the running feet going right around, right? So it is, you know, it's 15 is the length. So the 15 have two sides, so you know that's 15 plus 15. And you know the width is 12, and one the other side is 12. So that's add them up and you get 54. So that's a running feet. You need the square feet of the building to work out some things. So the square feet of the building, you should know your maths, is one side times the other side. And in this case, it's 15 times 12, and you get 180. You need the height of the building. So this height of this building, I'm assuming 9 feet. You need to know how many stiffeners are in the building. So the ones in the corners are called L stiffeners, and the other ones that I will drop in are I call them I stiffeners. Tony, go back to the diagram. Let me just show them what that is. And you're going to need what else? Belt beam, flat beam, lintel. All right, let me just explain from the diagram now.
2D or?
Go to 2D. All right. All right, everybody, especially the ladies, don't lose me. Get your pen and paper. Running feet is the running feet, the measurement all around the building. As we said, this side is 12, this side is 15. So it has two sides that are 12, two sides that are 15. You add them up. That's the running foot. This is what we're going to use in our trenches. When we dig out the foundation, we have to put steel in here. So and I was looking for a picture, but I never find any. Next thing I say you need to know is you're going to need square foot. Square foot is one side times the other side. So the width times the length gives you the square footage in here. All right. Usually you need that for like your floor. Like if you're going to tile, you work in square feet. And if you're going to the drop ceiling and those things, you work in square feet. We also need to know the height of the building. So this building, we're going to assume a height of 9 feet. Assume a height from here to here of 9 feet. Also going to need to know what's a lintel. So your lintel is your measurement across this window or across this door. Lintel, that's why them tell you go under a door jam when earthquake come in, because right here, so it's reinforced with steel, what we call a lintel. We need to know, so the maximum size door I have here is a 36, which is 3 feet, sorry. And on either side, you will have at least a foot and a half go extending. So if this is 3, they're going to need 6 feet of lintel. Now, when I look at this diagram, I've noticed that these windows are pretty close to each other and the door. So chances are what I'll do, I'll run a lintel the full length. All of here will be my lintel. I wouldn't bother to break it up. Understood? All right. Now, this property also, what does it need? Oh, the beam. Let me get back to the beam that I never tell you about. There's a belt beam that runs across. So when we do the foundation down here, we come up with the walls, put up our lintel. We also have what's called a belt beam, and this actually ties these things together, ties up everything together, called a belt beam. In the corners here, this is where we have our stiffeners. Now a building like this, I'm looking at it, I will say to myself, a corner here. So the L column where you hear me talk about is this corner thing right here. It forms a L or a right angle. So there are 4 of them on this 15 by 12, right? So that's 4 L columns. Now this spans is 12 and this spans is 15. I'm thinking to myself, they may use drywall in here to do this partitioning, right?
Mm-hmm.
They probably wouldn't use wall here, so. So what I will do, I will usually put a flat beam across here to break the spans of this 15 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And right here, I would put a stiffener and then put a flat beam straight across the top, back down into the stiffener to carry some of the load. Now, the thing is, Jamaicans have a way of putting these water tanks on their roofs. That's why I try to ensure that I give them something, right? So that because the water tank, they have 400, 600 gallons and so on. All right, let's get back to the drawing. So when you hear me talk about L and, oh, forget to tell about stirrups, but that's all right. All right, so this is it. So you need all of these. Now, you need the height. Now your L stiffener. L is what stands up. Stand up straight in the corners of your house. I stiffener, stand up too. So it's vertical, everybody. Standing upright. This is what they're the corner them of your house. When you're in your house, in your corner, you look on an L. You're not going to see it. They're not revealed. The L stiffener. And your eye stiffeners will be all over, depending on where they put it. Your belt beam, as I say, is what tie up the top now. Or right round. And the flat beam is what I tell you I would put inside it. Now the length of steel length usually comes in 29 feet. You need to know that. So in your country, you need to know what is the length of the steel in your country. Length of the lintel, I usually say 6 feet, irrespective of if the window is 2, 4, or 6 feet in width. Simply because I'm doing a rough measurement, right? The doors, in this drawing, there are 2 doors. I will have 4 windows, I believe. So these are the things that I need to know before I actually start doing the measurement. The other thing I need to know is how much steel in make up this L stiffener and how much steel make up this I stiffener. So I know from experience that 7 make up the L, 4 make up the I, 6 make up the beam, and 7 make up the flat beam. If you don't know, let me show you where it is on the drawing. So Tonian is going to bring up a drawing that we have currently using. All right, so she has brought up, oh, there's a drawing missing. Did you find it? It's this one. All right, let me go to this one first, I think. Where's the other one? Oh, this is the flat. Why does it look like the same drawing? All right, this is a stiffener detail. This is the L stiffener. The same one I was talking to you about. Now, everybody, you're looking at this at a bird's eye view, meaning you're looking at it from the top down. You're looking at it as if you were on top of the building and you're looking down. You're not looking at it sideways, okay? So this is your steel. These round things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Remember I said 7 was in the L stiffener? That's how you know 7 on your drawing. Not only is it on your drawing, it's written. It says stiffener reinforcement with 713 mm diameter bars. Some of you are going to say, Miss D, I don't know what is mm and cm and whatever. All right. Easiest way to know is listen to the maths. Listen to the maths. 25 mm is 1 inch. Master, right? So if 25 mm is 1 inch, how much mm make a foot? Maths brain, so tell me. Tony, go to the end of the chat, see if we can find somebody who know. If I said 25 millimeter, like 1 inch, which most of you in here know feet and inches like myself.
CM says, Claudia, the past maths, so send in the figures. And then shortly after, he's like, be right back, gonna put some rice on the fire.
Go put the rice on the fire. You can't even cook.
Put some chicken too.
See. All right, I have to go slow because remember we have some persons on here who don't understand the maths like that. But when I finish, you can calculate how much steel I got in your building. Don't make the man them buy more steel now than them need. So listen now, you're looking from the top down, guys. Remember, 7 of these you need. Just visualize your house on the corner. So 7 of them you stand up in the corner, right? 13 mm. Nobody not answer my question yet.
Future says 300.
Yes, future. Future bright. 300 mm make a foot, everybody. So he says, if this is 13 mm diameter bars, these are the steel bars I'm talking about. What size steel this? If I tell you 25 mm is 1 inch, approximately 13 inch will be how much? Is it a quarter of 25? Is it half of 25? Is it 3/4 of 25? What is it? What got answer?
This is repeat.
25 mm makes 1 inch. So 13 mm is roughly how much of an inch? Is it quarter of an inch, half of an inch, 3/4 of an inch? What is it? Don't know? All right, this will tell me. Diameter bars placed vertically with, all right, we don't read just say it. So it says, stiffener reinforced, 7 of them, 13 mm. Isn't 13 mm approximately half of 25? Yeah. Half of 25 is how much? 22.5. No. Half of 25 is 11.5.
Half of 25 is
12.5. Sorry, 12.5. 12.5. And this is 12.5 close to 13.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, this is a 6-inch steel. I'm telling you to buy 6-inch steel. Those of you who buy steel know that. All right.
So when you go to the hardware store, do you
no,
buy?
Not 6-inch. Sorry, 1/2-inch steel.
Do you buy?
Not 6-inch, everybody. 1/2-inch steel. Half of an inch. Remember, 1 inch is 25 mm. So half of an inch. So you're buying a 1/2-inch steel here.
When you go to the hardware store, they sell them in millimeters.
Them selling you a 1/2-inch steel. Them selling you steel that is 1/2 inch in diameter. You remember what the diameter is, everybody?
I know, but
the diameter is
around
millimeter.
So when you go to the hardware, are they selling in the same?
Them not selling in the millimeter. Pure old fogey, they're the hardware. They must sell you 1/2-inch steel. That's the way. If you can't go answer no about 13 mm steel, I'm not gonna know what you're talking about. Tina, yes, 1/2-inch steel. Thank you, Tina. All right. Now these 7 of these 1/2-inch steel placed vertically. It says it placed vertically with 10 mm diameter bar links. If you want to know the size of the 10 mm, you have to go do some cross multiplication now. Yes. You have to do some cross multiplication. So if you know that 25 is 1 inch, what is 10? Cross multiply. Literally 10 divided by 25. I think that's the math. So do the math, Tony.
What you want me to cross multiply?
It divide 10 by 25. And you should get 3/8. Yeah, 0.4, which is roughly 3/8. All right, because 4/8 would be half, everybody. So 0.4 is little under half, so that's 3/8. Links on 250 mm center. So what is 250 mm? How much is 250 mm? That's what you want to know too. Now, 250 mm, remember I said 25. So literally, you know what? You know how much this is. You know what this is. So I think Future told us 300 mm make a foot is 12 inches. So if you know, well, you can do it the other way. I tell you that 25 mm make 1 inch. So technically, if you divide this, you get the answer. Tony
I don't
Lott.
get it. Why don't they just write it down on the paper?
It's in mm. That's why you can't understand.
No,
If you
I mean,
substitute it, you will understand it. So this said, stiffener reinforced with 7 of these 1/2 inch diameter bars, which are these round things, placed vertically, so they must be placed standing up with 10 inches. So this 10 inches, this 10 sorry, is actually 3/8 steel, 3/8 diameter bar with links 250 on center. So they're apart 250 What an answer? 10 inches. Yeah. So these must be 10 inches. These links are stirrup. This is the stirrup here. This is what I call diameter bar or links going around. Then I must place 10 inches apart.
So when the steel man is working, he's being that technical?
Yes, he is. He has to, first of all, he must have this width here, this length here, which is 1 foot, 300 And he must have this 6 inches, and he must have this 6 inches to come back to 1 foot. It says it. All right, so that's your L column. Let's look at your I, your stiffener, this one here. So this one is only 4 standing up. So you know it now. So this stiffener reinforced with 13 or 1/2 inch diameter bars placed vertically, so they must be standing up with 3/8 diameter bar links at 250 on center, which is 8 inches. 10 inches, sorry, on center. All right. Let's look at the other one. So I don't have to come back to this diagram. Where's the next diagram?
Here. Then he says you're taking them to school, Miss C.
Yeah, them no want no construction. Them say them are belows. And can't calculate steel. You have to check behind your contractor. You know. We can't tell you that. If you don't check behind him, you're going to have trouble. All right. So then we get this bigger.
The zoom to where you want to go.
Oh.
Where you want to go?
Right here. All right, so
this.
All right, so the 2 beams now. Hold on. So this is a flat beam.
This is it? Yeah.
So the flat beam has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? So you can read this now. And then this is a lintel. The lintel have 4 bars. Right? And this is a bigger steel. This tell me this is a bigger steel because this is 16 and we were at 13 before. So more than likely this is a 5/8 or something like that. I'm not doing the maths now, but yeah, I think that's what it is. So here we go now. Where is my stiffener? Where's my belt beam? So I show you the flat beam. I show you the lintel. Where's my belt beam? It's supposed to have 69. Which page is it on? Hold on. Show me the section. Here it is. Belt beam reinforced. Now your belt beam again reinforced with 13 placed horizontally. Now look at this now, guys. Notice the difference. Oh, I forget to point it out here. So your belt beam is placed horizontal. So flat on top of the block them go round. That's a belt beam. Remember that. So is a flat beam. Placed horizontal. Right? All right.
Lenny says 10 millimeters is 3/8 inch steel.
Right. Yes, Lenny.
And Sophie wants to know, is an eye stiffener used for internal walls?
Yes. And external too. Just depends. If the wall running flat, we use that. If we're going to take a corner, we use the right angle shape one. All right, Tony, back to the spreadsheet. Make we get into the maths, you know. All right, everybody, don't go away. Stay with me. It's 5 o'clock yet, Tony.
5.
We have 5 minutes to get this maths in our heads. All right. So your matting. Where does your matting go? Your matting goes in the foundation. Usually, your builder will dig your foundation 3 feet down into the ground. 3 feet. Remember what I said. So the matting is going, it's down on the floor 3 feet. What you need to know, the foundation width, if you're using a 6-inch block, that foundation width is going to be 18 inches. Because you must have 6-inch on one side, 6-inch on the other side. If you're using an 8-inch block, though, your foundation is 24 inches. Right? Because you're going to have 8 1 8, 8 2, 16, 8 3, 24. So your width is 24 if you're using an 8-inch block. Using a 6-inch block, it's 18 inches, right? We never check the matting. The matting is 3 steel in the ground. 1, 2, 3. Which is why I have this 3 here. And I wish I had a diagram. I have to find a diagram and get it. See? Is it on the drawing? Might be, but it might take me too long. I have 5 minutes to teach you still. So the matting. So you need a running foot of the matting because the matting is going in the trenches right around. Go back to the diagram.
Which one of them?
The drawing itself. All right. Do I have the foundation on this diagram? Oh, the foundation is on now. All right, here it is. Ground floor foundation plan. You know it is like this, okay, it's a wall. These dotted lines on the outside are the foundation. All right, the width of the foundation. So I look at it and I can know what is the width. So this width of here, so is 3 feet. This is for this stiffener that he wants, but he wants me to put a square stiffener here and he wants me to put an L stiffener on this drawing, right? Now, the matting that I'm talking about, now you're looking at the building from the top down, remember, this is a flat view, bird's eye view, or the plan drawing. So this is where your foundation running with the matting in it. And it's actually 3 steel together, supported by links, or connected with something what we call a links. So I will get a real diagram I'll show you. In my course, I'll have real diagrams, and I'll even show you physically what we do. Yeah, I'll show it on this, not on the drawing. I'll go find a real example. I hope those of you, some of you not going to understand.
What are you looking for? Steel in foundation? The steel cage in the foundation?
Yeah, and I found one the other day. Never remember. It's at the staircase. All right, guys. Next week I'll have that for you. But this is the straight one. All right. So go back to the spreadsheet. All right, just know that it's threading down there. So you take the length times 3 and you get 62. When you get the 62, that is the total length of steel that we run around in the foundation. Total length. In the ground, there will be 3 of them beside each other, and it's 54 is your running foot running around. So it's 54 times 3. Then you're going to divide that by 29, which on my thing is B11. You can do the math. So it's 54 times 3. Give it a total, how much steel are going on the foundation. Divided by 29. So the matting is going to take 5.6 length of steel. 5.6 length of 29 length of steel. 29 feet. Your wall bar. So your wall bar, those wall bars are standing up vertically from out of your trench. Wall bars is what the blocks going to go over to make your wall, right? You use your running foot again because running foot right around is going to be a wall. Again, it's 54. But the wall bars are 16 inches on center. So I have to bring 54 to inches and then divide it by 16 to get my how many wall bars I need to cover every 16 inches of space, right? So it's 54, which is a running foot, times 12, which is the inches. When you multiply that, you get the total inches, which is 587. Then you're going to divide that 587 by 16. Did I divide it by 16? 16 inches on center. Let's see. Times 14.5. So it is divide that by 16. C16. Divide this figure for me, see if this is correct. Oh, yeah. All right. I think I divided it. I divided it in this one. See it here. So it is 54 times 12, which is the inches, and divided by 16. I divided it already. So I get 40 bars. That's 40 bars from ground going up 16 inches apart, right round in the trench. That's how many I need. Then I'm going to multiply that by 14 and a half. Why do I do that? Now the steel comes 29 feet in length. In construction, what we do for ease, we cut the steel in two. 3 feet going in the ground. You know, 9 is your length. 9 and 3 is how much? 9, 10, 11, 12. 9, 10, 11. That's 11.
The steel comes in what length?
The steel comes in 29, but we cut it in two, so we get 14 and a half. Okay. So there is 9 for the bar, for the wall, 3 going in the ground, plus it going bend too, kind of a turn. The rest that is left, we run up through the beam, and the rest that is left, we're used to hook for help with the roof, secure the roof. Okay. So that's why we just cut it in two. All right, so you know, so we need 40.5 of those times 14 because that's the length. And then when you get that figure, you divide it by 29 and you know how much length you need, which is 20.3 based on that. All right, so your L stiffener. For your L stiffener, you know that there are 4 of them in the corner. And you also know that you're going to need, there are 4 of them in the corner. That's all?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a square rectangle.
Right. And there are 7 of these steels standing up. So you multiply 4 by 7, you get 28. And again, you cut it in the 29 in 2. So you multiply by 14 and a half. I get 406, and then you divide that by 29. So you need 14 length of steel to do that. Eye stiffener, you know that you have 2, because I said I'm going to put stiffener to break the spans, right? So you have 2 of those. The eye stiffener, you know that it needs 4 steel standing up, so 4 2s 8. You know again that you're going to multiply that by 14 and a half, because 8 of them at a height of 14 and a half give you 116, and then you divide that by 29, you get 4. Your belt beam is going to run right around on the top of your walls, just like your matting your foundation. So you use back the running foot. So running foot is 54. All right. So your running foot is 54, and you need to know how many of the steel running in the belt beam, which is 6.
Dr. D is asking, are there T stiffness as well?
Yes, there are. I'll show you on the diagram. So the belt, this is just at this particular one that I'm doing, don't carry the T, because we're using drywall inside. So the belt, 54, and you're multiplying that by 6, is it? Yeah, 6, because it's 6 of them running in it. And then it's running right round already. So remember, this is horizontal, everybody. Belt beam is horizontal. Divide that by 29, get 11.2. The flat beam is the same. I'm saying the flat beam is going to run across a 12 feet span. So that's 12 times the amount of the 7 in the flat beam. And then you get 84, and you divide that by 29 feet, and you get 2.9. Your lintel, I've just taken 6 as a length. And I know that there are 4 doors and 2. But what I could also do is take the full length of the front, which is 12, and then add the door at the back and the window to the side and add those up. But for ease, we just say
with the flat
6.
beam, you didn't cut it?
What do you mean cut it?
Cut it into...
No, the flat beam is only 12 going across, breaking the 15 feet spans in 2. So it's running here. So in your house, everybody, if you have a 2-story, you will have a flat beam that you're not seeing. Usually the walls and the upstairs will go on that flat beam. Okay. You know, or they use it to break the spans. So like we have what we call a reveal beam in our house. So,
but it could have been flat.
Could have been flat. It could have been. So the lintel, I'm assuming, is 6 feet. C12. What did I assume for the lintel? And it's 4 of them. So 6 4 is 24. 4 steel right in it. Right? And you multiply it by the amount going around, and then you divide it. So you need 5 lengths. Do you? Hold on. Let's see. C23 times B23. C23 times B23. Yeah, that's a total. And then you divide it by 29.
They need headings, so it makes more sense.
All right, so this is it. So you're going to need 69 lengths for that part of the building. Now assume that you're going to slab the building. The width is 12, length is 15. Now, we usually put the steel a little closer for the slab. So you can go 8 inches on center. You can go 8 inches. You can go as low as 6 inches. 6 inches, 8 inches, 10 inches. Mm-hmm. We don't go above 10 inches for a slab. Mm-hmm. Although I wouldn't go 10 inches for a slab. That would be 6 or 8. They love put water tanks on the slab. That's why they need all this.
So would you recommend going closer, like 4 inch?
No, I don't. It's not necessary. No, that's what the engineers say.
So question.
Hold on, let me finish this. So the width is 12. So it's 12. Now everybody remember, look at this grid line. So this is out of so imagine this is the running foot of the 15, and I have 12 going across the wall. These are my steel bars coming down, right? Now this side, no, for us the top is 12, which is the width. The width is 12. You want to know how much steel bar I need to come down here, so. And I'm doing it 8 inches on center. So I take the 12 and I convert it to inches. So 12 times 12 is 144. Then I divide it by 8 because I want each one of these to be 8 inches apart, right? So I know 18 is the answer. I want 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 18 going across here, coming down at a length of 15. Understand that? Steel bars. Tony, you understand?
Yeah.
All right. So what do I do now with the 18? So for the 18, I'm going to multiply the 18 now back by the 15 because of the length. So I know it's 18 of these, and I know the length is 15. So I multiply the 18 by 15, and then the figure that I get, I divide it by 29 to get the amount of steel that I need. Now, usually I will do the other side as well, but it'll come out back to the same thing. But as a rectangle or a square, it'll come back to the same thing. So when you get the first figure, you can multiply by 2 if you want. So technically, you need 18 lengths for the slab. So in this little house here, we need 81 lengths of steel. Next week, somebody can tell me how much a length for steel. Or if you tell me now, but I don't remember how much it is. I know that steel is 170,000 a ton. Already, a ton of steel is 125. So I can, in the steel, so I can do a quick math. So 81, call it 82, 125, a ton is 1. 82 divided by 125, how much? 82 divided by 125. How much ton is this? It's more than half ton.
82 divided by 125.
0.6. All right, so it's 2/3 of a ton of steel.
Lenny wants to know if my ceiling is 10.5 high, then I need to buy extra steel. Would I then need to lap the steel?
If your feet 10 feet, so you go, if you're ceiling at 10, so 10 plus 3 at 13, and the steel at 14 point, and your beam are probably 1 foot, so you only have maybe a half-inch leaf. Them probably wouldn't need for splice right away, but the half-inch that leave, they might use hurricane straps also. If them have a splice below the beam.
The cost of steel.
There's a rule for splice. Or is the cost of steel on which side? Hardware number. All right, so 1,000, call it 1,003.
1,290 and 3 cents.
Yeah, 1,300.
There's DCT on hardware items?
Yeah, man.
But which size you wanted? Half inch?
That's half inch?
Yeah.
Oi, steel alone is 105. But for this particular building, if I was going upstairs, I would probably just put as a shed roof on it.
That won't blow up in hurricane. You have to buy hurricane straps.
It might, but it's easily replaceable. Yeah, you have to buy hurricane straps. All right, everybody. I can't do any more for today, but this is a steel calculation.
So I'm already 100K in.
You're already 100K in. You would have to. I would, as I say, I would slab this building. I would zinc it.
But how much am I saving from the slab? Well, I haven't added the other materials.
You know, add the other thing yet, the concrete, not up on that yet.
And labor support.
Right. Next week we're going to look at the block work that you're gonna need next. No, cast the slab. You have to cast the slab, cast the foundation. Then you do the block work. Then you fill out the columns with the concrete.
Okay.
But what we're looking at is the material actually. So it's the blocks I'm gonna give you next. And the concrete to
pour. I want concrete to pour.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, everybody, any question?
Kendrick says, learning a lot, star overtime teaching this.
A lot goes into the construction. Sometimes when you think somebody robbing you your money, it's not necessarily robbing you. But it's just a lot. And there are some hidden things that you don't see.
Like what?
There's some hidden things. Like when you come to cast the columns. You have to go order farm.
Oh.
You have to go rent farm. You have to go.
And sometimes you have to dig the foundation deeper.
Yeah.
Than you really thought you would.
Yeah. You have to pay a man to carry, to take the cement off of the truck and move it to your shed. Them little things that add up. But the trick with them little things is whenever I go on my site, everybody good. Carry some soda. Yeah, carry. Them will move the cement without it. Them charge it.
Okay.
Or sometimes you go on the site, you say, all right, you give them 1,000 or 2,000. You say, all right, well, no, cook lunch today. Them say, yeah. You say, all right, it's $1,000, so that can buy. So then we run go buy them 2 pounds of flour and then, what they want. Or what they want. Chicken or whatever.
You can get chicken for $1,000.
Them know if you get them something there. You try to get it and see if you find it. You never find it. Them know if you find it. All right, so everybody, this is where we sign off
Future says, "Wow, Miss D, you really know your stuff." Violet says, "Hi, ladies. I'm late. I was at Trial Golf Club for the golfing event."
What? Them start get back together now?
Mm-hmm.
Trial Golf Club. Where's that?
Hanover.
Hanover. Oh, start get back together. Good, 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 good. All right, everybody. So that was just a steal. So those of you actively in construction now, you can go look at your blueprint, see what it says, start do some maths, calculate up how much you're going to spend on the steel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So have a good weekend, everybody. Thank you for being with us. Remember, I am going off in December. So I won't be on YouTube Live, but if you know, you can call me on the phone, right?
Right.
Still at work, but not on YouTube Live.
You can take your Sundays to write your course.
Yeah.
It's only 4 Sundays.
That's only 4. Can I finish it?
One of those is.
I would have done the skeleton at least.
Hopefully.
I would have done the skeleton, contents. What I would not have done is the physical, showing you this, but I would have videos of that anyway.
No, but we'll have to go to the new ones for it to just make more sense.
Make more sense, yeah, so that I can show them exactly what I need to. And I need to find a cheap piece of land and do a. Somebody has about renovation project. You want me to do casting or you want me to actually do a renovation project? Which one?
I guess if you'd have to do both.
Yeah.
What's Dane's asking? Dane, 12 foot on 8 inch on center, take 19 bars. What's he working out for you? I think this is this one? Your slab, I think he's working out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 19 bars, 18.6. Yeah. Yeah, Dane. Thanks. All right. So, everybody, we're going to sign off now. Have a beautiful week. Remember, no, today is the time. Today is the time. Do what you need to do today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Right? Monica wants me to do a renovation project. Ah, Tony, I want to do a renovation project. Monica, I want to go in retirement. Tired.
A renovation project would be fun though.
It would be fun. Only for work, do I bad work.
Only for work goes into
the
renovation.
thing with renovation projects, you're against a deadline. So you have to you keep moving fast. Oh my God. Last one I did, I was burnt out. I tell you. We had like 1 month to get a project together for some rentals. Burnout. It's stressful.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was a lot. Monica, we'll see. You have the money, Monica? Renovation project.
We'd have to go and find something to renovate.
Mm-hmm. All right, bye everybody.
Bye.